Hey, what's up everyone? Uniqlo is back with another collab. This time it's Sailor Moon. In order to celebrate the digital release of the original Sailor Moon manga, Uniqlo is creating a set of UT graphic t-shirts that features the artwork of Sailor Moon from creator Naoko Takeuchi. The designs includes real panels and art from the manga itself. The t-shirts will be priced at $19.90 in the US. Sizes will range from extra small to XXL, and they are going to be available in women's sizes only, so nothing for us guys this time around. The t-shirts are made of 100% cotton, which means to avoid shrinkage, wash it in cold water. Alright, now that we got the basic info out the way, let's give some quick facts about the Sailor Moon collaboration. Sailor Moon was created and illustrated by Naoko Takeuchi. The original manga debuted in Japan on December 28, 1991 and ran all the way until February 3, 1997. The Japanese title of the series is actually Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon, but it was shortened to just Sailor Moon for non-Japanese audiences. The original target market for Sailor Moon was younger girls. This quickly bloomed into a wider audience that included both males and females of all ages. Sailor Moon is a fusion of the popular magical girl genre and also the Super Sentai series, or as most of us Americans know them as, Power Rangers. Speaking of Americans and well, most Western audiences, our first introduction to the Sailor Scouts most likely came with the 90s anime series Sailor Moon. So I will say this, for boys in the 90s growing up, our introduction to anime was probably Dragon Ball Z. For girls, it was definitely Sailor Moon. When I was a kid, I only remember watching Sailor Moon because it would come on right before Pokemon did. It was definitely a magical time in the 90s being exposed to such iconic anime series. Also, come on now, everyone remembers how catchy the Sailor Moon opening theme song was. Alright, let's get into the t-shirt designs, and this is going to be hard because I usually review men's clothing, so this should be interesting. Let's see how it goes. There are 8 designs total that are going to be released. The first one we have shows Sailor Moon with her cat Luna in her iconic pose. Usually, this would happen right after she transforms into Sailor Moon. It's a very simple t-shirt that will make it super obvious you are into Sailor Moon. The next one shows the Sailor Scouts with the poses they do after they transform. Each scout gets her own panel which is divided into segments, and it also shows the sign associated with each Sailor Scout. This t-shirt shows Sailor Moon holding the moon stick, and yes, that's the actual name of the item. Some English dubs call it the Crescent Moon Wand as well. It shows her using the Moon Healing Escalation power. This is the power she uses to help turn people back into their human forms after they have been transformed into a Yuma, which is basically a monster or demon in the Sailor Moon universe. Just think of it as a magical exorcism if that helps. This design is pretty simple, it's just the logo for Sailor Moon. On the back side it has the Sailor Scouts with different colorful outlines of them which is separated to different panels. There also appears to be the cat Luna carrying the moon stick in her mouth. Beneath that it says, "We are fighting together, 5 pretty guardians." The next shirt shows the Holy Grail on the front side. The Holy Grail in the Sailor Moon universe is pretty much the item she uses to power up to her Super Sailor Moon form. This is basically her going Super Saiyan. On the back side of the shirt, you see some colorful panels from the manga, which also includes the dialogue that is depicted in different languages, which is really cool by the way. Here's one that reminds me of a tie-dye shirt. On the front side of the shirt, it says Moon Prism Power Makeup. This is the phrase that Usagi or Serena, depending on which English dub you watch, uses to transform into Sailor Moon. The back side of the t-shirt shows how surprised Usagi was when she first transforms as depicted in the manga panels. The next shirt shows the word Silver Millennium and also the Moon Kingdom Royal Palace on the front side of the t-shirt. Okay, if you're still with me, Sailor Moon's storyline involves past lives, so the Silver Millennium was a time period that takes place thousands of years before the start of the manga. During this time period, the Moon Kingdom, which resided on the moon, was the main setting for the past lives of a lot of the characters in the Sailor Moon series. Anyways, the easiest way to understand is to just watch the anime. They pretty much explain it in the first few episodes. On the back side of the t-shirt, it depicts a dance between Princess Serenity, which is who Usagi is in her past life, and Prince Endymion. That's who Memoro/Darien/Tuxedo Mask is in his past life. The last t-shirt design shows Luna on the front side with the musical note above her head in a thought bubble. It also shows the city skyline being depicted at night on the chest pocket. Overall, I do feel like the designs were faithful to the original source material. Some designs are really basic, but for the most part, I think Uniqlo did a good job. If you're a Sailor Moon fan, I'm sure you'll buy this no matter what. The past few collabs have been selling out pretty fast, so do try to purchase it as soon as you can. Uniqlo doesn't always restock right away, so you might have to wait if you miss out on these t-shirts the first time around. Anyways, I'm not an expert on Sailor Moon, so feel free to correct me in the comments if you need to. And also let me know what your thoughts are on the t-shirt designs and if you're going to buy a shirt or not. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm out.